Hi, Epstein, and here we are with your morning flash update. And this is for Wednesday, the 17th of January. And we are now at, 8:25 a.m. Central Time. Sorry I couldn't make it yesterday. Lost electricity. Yeah, the cold was so bad my block went down. Just couldn't get it done. Obviously, no electricity, no cameras, no anything. We're back to normal. And speaking of weather, you're down a bit today, 22 cents in the, I take that back, 2 cents in the heating oil, 2 cents in the nat gas, but you were down the day before. Why? Even with the cold weather most of us are experiencing in the U.S., the market looks ahead. And 10 days from now, I'll give you an example. Chicago, which has been 10 below zero just recently, is going to be 42 degrees. So a big change coming in the markets. I'll get into everything else in a minute here, but I got something that I want to show you. For the next 48 hours, today is Wednesday, this ends tomorrow, Thursday, January 18th. I always brag that you can get my research for the price of coffee, and the beauty is the coffee goes out of you in 24 hours. My stuff's going to stay with you at least 30 days. So the reality is it was really cappuccino. So I decided that for the next 48 hours, what is the price of coffee in my zip code by Chicago? I went in, and on the 11th, I looked, a Starbucks large without tip, 408, Pete's large, 413 without a tip. Dunkin' Donuts, 356 without a tip. You throw in a tip, you're going to be at $4 to $4.50 roughly, depending how good of a tipper you are. All right. So I went in and I said, I'll cut the price of what I do for 48 hours to introduce you to all my services. You're committing to nothing. When you sign up, you get a user ID and a password. You go on our website to the member login. You can cancel your subscription immediately. Set it to expire 30 days from now. Let it roll. You can add to it other subscriptions. You can modify as you go. $3.98, no tip included. You don't have to send me one. $4.48. How do you get it? You move your cursor to the top up here, you'll see that. You can go to iraepstein.com, just go to the research area and sign up. Everything's automated for you already. This ends tomorrow, January 18th. Take advantage of it. Again, 30 days, each video is about 15 minutes long. The coffee's out of you in under 24 hours. Big difference. All right. A lot of economic data that I want to get to today. So let's get right to it, and let me get to it where you can see it even better than this. And here we go. That's what I wanted. The mortgage market recap. Well, interest rates have fallen, and they've stayed down, but they're climbing a little. You're back to 4.04 in the 10-year note. That'll affect mortgages to a degree. You went up 10.4% in the index itself, up 9% in the purchase, and 10.8% in the refi. Fed Governor Bowman spoke. I don't have the updates yet. I will get it for you in a bit. U.S. retail sales headlines. Now, I told you that at the end of November, the consumer had loaded up on debt, 3 times the amount expected. You're seeing that in advanced retail sales up 0.6. They expected it up 0.4. Ex-autos up 0.4. They expected up 0.2. There's a whole report. I'll try to include it with my morning full research today because it shows you the explosion that happened. Import-export headline recap. Okay, the import prices were flat. We expected them down 0.6, so not quite the beat we wanted. We're not exporting inflation. The prior month it was down 0.9, the same right now. And petroleum import prices were, if you will, down 0.3. The Federal Reserve industrial capacity just came out. It was up 0.1. They expected it down 0.1. It was unchanged here in the capacity utilization, and they did revise from 0.2 up in November to a flat number. So they took something away there. We get the home builders monthly housing index coming out at 9. New York Fed President Williams going to address all of us this afternoon around 2 in the afternoon. And API numbers are out a day late because of Martin Luther King holiday. So where are we in these markets? Well, let's get back to the charts and let me get you right over here. There you are. In looking at the data, what's the theme? First, if you're watching the World Economic Forum on both CNBC and Bloomberg and Fox, you're getting an idea as to what the central bankers are saying. Like Miss Lagarde spoke yesterday. Now, I think she enters her blackout period today or tomorrow because of the upcoming ECB meeting. But she's not expecting them to do anything in the near term. What did we see yesterday with Fed Governor Waller? Same thing. What are we seeing in England? Same thing. The theme is the market got ahead of itself. The market's talking 6 rate cuts. Everything's going to start in March for countries all over. And that's not necessarily the case. Why the word necessarily? Because this is January. You're going to get it, for example, in the U.S., 2 more jobs reports before the March Fed meeting, 2 more CPI, 2 more PPI reports, 2 more JOLTS reports, 2 more ADP, a host of jobless claims coming out there. In other words, a whole lot of economic data. And trying at the 1st of January, for all purposes, to make a comment that, oh, you're going to get 6 rate cuts this year. Why? Did retail sales to look to you like they were a disappointment? To me, it was a given. Once I saw the November borrowing that went on by the U.S. consumer, he was spending on what? Christmas gifts. I made that clear. So am I surprised? Not at all. And therefore, there's no surprise that short-term rates going back up. You've come down hard in Bitcoin, about $7,000 off the recent high off the ETFs. Dollar, is it still going to make a run towards the 104 area is the big question. Metal markets, why should they be up right here? You've got the dollar stronger, interest rates climbing. That's a headwind for them. Again, take advantage if you'd like, and I hope you do, of my sale that I have for you. 30 days, I'll say it again, iraepstein.com. Click up here. I've got this on the wrong, not full set page, but I don't think that it matters. I think you get the point. Let's see if I can get to that. If I stand back here, I'm sure I will. And here you go. And that's it. So again, click up here, 398, 30 days. And it's rotating 30 days. So the day you sign up starts your 30-day period. It'll roll unless you go into the members login and stop it. You can set the date you want it to stop. We give you so many options there. Had a great coffee trade today. That would have paid for this for how many years? The word is years. I'm Ira. You have yourself a great day. I will talk to you all at the end of the day in our market wrap-ups.